During your time when you was possessed, did you ever see the entity that was doing it?
This is interesting because with other people I often have, but I attended an exorcism. It was a series of four. Three I did in quick succession, which were just hysterical people. They were not genuinely possessed. I assumed it was the same. I didn't prepare properly. I went into something which was very deep waters, and this creature took hold of me. I never saw the creature that gripped me, but I felt it. I became very ill. My actions were not controlled actions by me. My speech was not by me. I became very ill, and it took me 18 months of being tortured and agony to be free. But I never saw the creature that gripped me, but I felt it. I felt it every day, every hour, every moment. The torment of working for God and then being caught up in this trap. I have still not got over it, but I retired from doing active exorcisms from this point.
I saw the thing that took me. I saw it once. This was back. I'd have been 14, and I was in bed asleep, and I woke up sharply, and I was instantly awake. And I looked across the room, and I saw it. It was a black silhouette of a being. It didn't go down, it was about sort of, there was a gap between the floor and it of about almost a foot, and it was not quite as tall as me. It was jet black. Now the thing is, I say never look into it and never look at the eyes. Well, I get moments of clairvoyancy. It switches on and off sometimes, and I actually looked into it. I know you're not meant to. I didn't see the eyes, but I did look into it, and what I could see was emptiness, just like space. Just like space, just complete emptiness. I previously asked you about a black dark spirit that I saw. This was years ago.
Yeah.
And I've just read in a mainstream media paper, there was an article about a schizophrenic lady, and that she said she saw black shapes.
Yeah.
People that are black shapes.
Yeah.
Following around and standing there watching her.
Yeah.
Now, is there any comparison between the two?
Well, I haven't enough information to give you a definite prognosis. But what I will say is this, is that some people have the ability, I mean, I used to train people in terms of psychic development to see into other realms, but some people have the ability to see spirits. A lot of people block out what they see, but we see these often from the corner of our eyes, and then when we look, they're not there. But they're just as real, but they're usually on another plane. Is that what you meant?
I think what I wanted to ask you was, in different words, the same question. Now, is there a link between, or is there a link or the similarities between demonic possession and what psychology calls schizophrenia?
Very much so. There are a few psychologists now who are awake. They understand that there are other realms and they have inhabitants. Schizophrenia, where people hear and see voices which often change their lives, are very real, and they often are spirit happenings. Psychology says they're just kind of tricks of the mind, but psychology is changing year on year, and even the diagnosis of schizophrenia has changed just 6, maybe 8 times in my lifetime.
Okay, now there is something I wanted to add right on the end. Now, a lot of the spirits that I've seen have been in the form of a silhouette. I describe it more of an interruption of the light, so to speak. So like a shadow. But these people the actual people that are spirits and that aren't evil, they can appear as shadows, which can look sort of similar.
Very much so, very much so. Yeah. These people are often people who are trapped between the layers of of life and death, and some who have died perhaps through drug overdoses. They will come very close to other people to get them to indulge in drugs or excessive drink or whatever, and they will get their fix or their pleasure through them by proxy. But there are very harmful spirits who will do this just out of pure evil. In other words, I've been through this, so will you. The trick is to not let you go of yourself. Whatever you do, you don't take it far enough whereby you're not in control.
So would it be fair to say that the majority of people that actually have the condition, which psychology calls schizophrenia, that is actually a possession-related condition they have?
I wouldn't like to give percentages. At the Brentwood Asylum there were a lot of people who were possessed in one form or another, and yet I have been called out to 1 or 2 others where they've been scarce. I wouldn't like to talk percentages, but yes, in very many cases, schizophrenia is from possession. They're actually seeing real things and hearing real things. Perhaps the most vivid case of possession that I was involved in was the case of Peter Sutcliffe, the strangler, who killed 13 women. Firstly, it was total incompetence on part of the police that this went on 13 times. But secondly, he was an ordinary guy. He was a gravedigger, and he had to move these gravestones. And in moving those, he said he heard a voice which commanded him to go out and kill these women, and that he did. This was definitely possession. All the other symptoms which later came out confirm this.